I told you I was going to start doing little videos on like relationships and just talking about my experiences and the things which we all see out there, which is so many other people sharing their experience, leaving their digital footprint online about how they had a bad date with John and how Paul is an arsehole now, or she can't work with him because he doesn't eat vegetables. It's hard to find that person for you, you know. I think life now is more about finding someone who accepts you for who you are, because if you're dating at a later age, yeah, people are already how they're going to be. Like, yes, we're going to have some type of flexibility to people, because from what I know, relationships are about compromisation. So you compromise for the other person, and you know, you try and be as accommodating as you can, and obviously loving, caring, and all of those types of things, if you're that type of person. The problem is now that I think that a lot of people compare their own relationship or their own standards or someone else's standards, let's say someone who's a celebrity standards, to be able to have in a normal relationship with someone who's on an average wage. An average wage man is not being able to fly people out. We must be talking about Ryanair or something, because let's not lie. Let me not cap, yeah, because if you saved your little $4,000 or something from your job, yeah, you could fly your girlfriend out somewhere and stuff like that. You can do that. But I'm talking about on more of the extravagant end, which that's what people want, private jets, that type of vibe. And, you know, those types of trips are like 20 grand upwards. And for the average person of saving, they ain't really got it like that. And that's okay as well, you know, because a lot of these materialistical things don't make you. Like, I don't really think someone who's really looking for love from one person, they're looking for those types of things. That ain't going to make them fall in love with them more. That might be on their bucket list of what they would want someone to do for them, but I'm not a woman, so I can't really answer that question as well. Let me just keep it real with you. But for the men who understand that some of the things which people are seeing on social media, it's like destroying relationships or destroying people's sanity. When they come home, they're saying to themselves, but hold on, why am I living in a big house, or why am I got this car or X or Y or Z? Because you don't work hard like those other people. You haven't done the things what they've done. I think we compare ourselves a lot and expect a lot from ourselves and put a lot of pressure on each other to be able to perform, when I heard this not too long ago, which was some women will wait and help and build a man and stick with him when he's on his downtime or when he's not doing so well, basically, till he comes up, until he like reinvests within himself, gets better qualifications, does a degree or something like that, then he levels up his life. It takes time. And it was about like people wanting a finished product when the product is still within the making. That made me say, I should do a video on something like this, because I do feel that that's what people want more. They want a finished product, and it's hard for a finished product, which is not finished as a man, to be able to present himself to the woman of his dreams, because he might not feel that he's good enough at the point to command her, you know, her attention like in life. Do you know what I mean? Because he ain't got the car, because he ain't got the house, because he can't do the flying out, because the bank account ain't right. He don't know about Nobu, Hakkasan. He don't know about these places. He knows about Five Guys. And food is food. You know, if somebody wants to spend time and an evening with you, if they generally want to do that with you, it kind of doesn't really matter where it is. Yes, ambience does play a part to romance and play a part to like wooing someone if you're trying to do that, But generally, if you're trying to just get some you and them time, there's a lot of places people will accept. I know that there's a lot of times when people try and pass off, let's go for a coffee and a chat. 2025, I think you've got to be more creative, lads, with that one, because that one ain't sliding anymore, because people know that it's only a quick £10 flex what you flexed on them with, and a bit of water or something, but each to their own on how they choose to spend time with someone. I think as long as you make time, that's one of the main things. When you don't make time, it becomes a little bit of like, you're not that interested in someone, innit? And I think being clear with someone is very important nowadays. I feel that there's not a lot of people that be clear via their actions, or possibly sometimes the things what they say. As men, we can not be the best talkers and communicators at certain points, but we got social nowadays. We got a lot of social media posts where people speak and they talk about these types of issues. So there's a lot of chances for us to learn about things which we thought we knew anyway as men. Do you get it? Like, you think you know a lot of things because you've been out with one or two girls, but the difference is the woman who you're dating now today is totally different from any of those people. So it is some partly about evolving. And what I've learned is that, like, one woman will teach you some stuff, yeah, and train you up for the next person and make you a better person, but some of the bad traits and some of the shit what you was doing back then, you got to stop bringing it in this time now. Like, I was a late person, so we got out to dinner and stuff. Like, I was a person that I was always doing something, so I was always running late, and that I know definitely had a strain on things, because this person knows that I'm always going to turn up late, which isn't a good thing, it's a bad thing at the end of the day. And you realise it's just because someone wants to spend that time with you. And what I try to do now is not do that now, innit? I've got to watch and look at my phone and stuff like that. But I just try to get better at it, because I understand that that's one thing that can be like, oh no, come on, man, you're still taking the piss, innit? And I feel that we don't mean to do it as men, but some of us just do it naturally. And it's not just like, black men like to be late and all that, because white guys be late too as well, man. It's just a men thing sometimes, but it's something that if you respect that person's time, and you'll be there on time, innit? That's what I think it is. And that's something that I've had to get used to. And also making compliments as well. That's something which I wasn't good at before, because I had the more of an understanding to think that, like, if I'm feeling you, or if I'm interested and all that, because I'm entertaining you. But that's not a big enough sign sometimes, innit? As a man, innit, you need to do a little bit more. And that's what made me think to myself, you know what, I do need to work on making compliments and doing that type of thing, because it's not just like some old man thing or some sweet boy thing. Like, a lot of women want that. It's showing your level of your affection by being verbal with it. You can write what you want to write in cards, but make sure sometimes those words are meaningful, innit? Like, I've realised that little birthday cards and things like that, especially Christmas and stuff like that, people read and they want to see that you writ more than I love you, innit? So, like, make up something, innit? Go on to ChatGPT. You can do, I'm saying. Give you something good. But what I would say is just that even as for any young man, like, or man watching this video at the same point, this is just my views and the things which I've been through and stuff like that. But I think it's a good topic to start talking upon and opening up on my page, because I imagine a lot of you are males. You go through different things, innit? Like, have you learnt from previous relationships to where you are in today? Have you learnt some of the things what you was doing wrong so you can do them right now? That's something which I want to ask people that subscribe to this page, because I talk about a lot of different things, and this is something which I'm starting to speak on, because I speak on stuff what I feel comfortable on, which I feel that we all need to speak about sometimes. So yeah, Here we start in this series where I'm going to be doing like 10-minute episodes where I talk to you about just relationships on this part. So I'll do a couple of them and then see how it goes. But yeah, I want you to drop a comment below and let me know what you think. Like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next upload.